And we are back with optometrist Kimberly Orr from Triad Eye Associates answering your questions. All right, we got another lash question. This one is, they've never had lashes, they're considering it, but they want to know, are there red flags to look at to avoid at the salon?
Yeah, I think that's a really good question. Unfortunately, I can't really answer that because I feel like it would fall more in the expertise of an esthetician and what I'm sure there's like qualifications and things like that that those facilities have to follow. So if you know any estheticians, I think that would probably be a better person to ask for sure.
Okay, this person wants to know, what do I do about a sty in my eye?
Yeah, warm compresses are your best friend when it comes to styes. You want to make sure that you're getting sustained heat for about 5 to 10 minutes on the eyes. They do make these masks that you can put in the microwave and heat them up for about 30 seconds. They usually hold the heat a little bit better. If you can do that 3 or 4 times a day, that's great. I know that can be a lot to ask, but keeping the heat on it helps move things along. We can prescribe oral antibiotics, and there are some light therapy treatments that some places have. So if you're wanting it gone faster, concerned about it, concerned about the size, then you can certainly see your eye care provider for some other things outside of warm compresses.
Okay, this person says, is there something I can eat, or what would you recommend naturally to try to help my vision as I age? Kind of like that old school thing. We used to think if we ate a whole bunch of carrots, we'd be good.
Yeah. I love this question because it really just goes back to preventative medicine and just taking care of our bodies from the inside out. So it's just really important to have a good balanced diet and do everything that you can to be healthy. I mean, spinach and kale are really good, you know, your dark green leafy vegetables. Fish oil can be a good supplement to add into the mix as well, about 1,000 milligrams of fish oil. Carrots are good, but they're not the miracle worker. It's really just all about taking care of your body from the inside out.
Okay. This person says, I'm constantly getting soreness along with scabbing on the corner of my eyes. When I wake up, my eyes are crusted.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely could be an eye infection. There could be a number of things that cause those. So in that situation, I would definitely call up your eye care provider, make an appointment to get that checked out.
This is common. This says, glare from oncoming headlights often bother my vision, makes me not want to drive. I'm assuming this is at night. I do wear contacts. What can I do to reduce the glare?
Yeah. So it kind of depends on what's causing the glare. You know, we talked earlier about cataracts, and that could be one of them. And so making sure that there's a good anti-reflective coating in glasses. They do make some yellow filter glasses that you've probably seen advertised that can sometimes help with that. But you want to make sure that you know where the glare is coming from. So if you want to check that out with your eye care provider, that would be helpful.
Just to even see if those like yellow glasses or whatever would even help whatever that glare is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right, so this person says, what causes my eye to twitch?
Yeah, that's a great question. I love it. It's usually stress, lack of sleep, too much caffeine. Allergies sometimes can do it too. So especially we're in the, allergy season right now. So, but usually stress, lack of sleep, too much caffeine, and it kind of goes away on its own. But once I say that to patients, they usually go, yep, I can think of some things that have probably caused this lid twitch.
How about this? Is blood in your eyes a sign of something? And I'm guessing that sometimes you see like it looks like a little circle there. Maybe it's an eye, like a blood vessel that's burst, or maybe in your eye.
The red spot in your eye. Yeah, so it's usually a busted blood vessel. It's kind of like a bruise. So they usually just heal on their own. You could do some cool compresses to try and maybe help it go, a little bit faster in the healing. But just like, a bruise on your leg, it's going to take a couple weeks to heal. Sometimes it can be the same for those. It can be from high blood pressure, heavy lifting, straining, anything like that. But it can also just happen with nothing that you did. So
if it doesn't go away in like a week or two, should you go see the doctor?
You can. They'll probably still tell you the same thing. But we can always look inside the eye too to make sure there's not any hemorrhaging or anything in the back of the eye where it could indicate that something else is going on. But sometimes they can take 3 weeks, but those are pretty rare. They usually resolve on their own in a week or two.
Gotcha. I love this. How do you keep your eyes from irritation and watering when peeling onions? I have that problem too.
Oh, I know. I do too. That's a great question. I probably have to research that one because I don't know if I know the answer to that one.
All right, how about this
Maybe a
one?
chef would know that one a little bit better than me.
Maybe so. I have a droopy eyelid. Cosmetic surgery is expensive. Is there another alternative?
Yeah, there is an eye drop that's out there called Upneek that stimulates the muscle in the upper lid to lift the lid a little bit higher, and that's a great like way to bridge the gap for somebody who's not ready for surgery. So definitely that requires a prescription though. So go to see your eye care provider for a prescription of Upneek and see if it's okay for you.
Are polarized lenses better when used in prescription sunglasses?
I think polarized lenses can be good, you know, with or without the prescription, but I think they're probably just asking if they're getting prescription sunglasses, should they get polarization? And if that's the question, I would say yes, it definitely cuts down a lot more on glare, especially if they're into anything like skiing where the light can reflect a lot off of the snow and things like that. It's always great to have the polarization.
Okay, great. Dr. Orr, thank you so much for your time and expertise and for getting all those myths and facts right when it comes to those extensions for those lashes. We appreciate it. If you missed any of this, this is going to be in the Two Wants to Know section of our website.